ain't beefing with no chicken heads. Talking on the internet. All my moves is silent, keep it G. I don't get into that. I miss my old nigga, and I'm bored. I guess I'm spinning back. Express shipping, exchanging smoke, so I'm gon' send it back. I ain't tryna meet your mama, is you serious? Pull up on your hoe, make her bleed like it's her period. All I speak is bands, ain't talking cash, and I ain't hearing it. I ain't tryna squash shit if it's.
What's up, y'all? This is another episode of the Homeroom with Smooth podcast. All right, y'all know what number this is. You clicked on it, and I got with me the one and only rapper extraordinaire. We got JaeBizzle.
Hey, big band Bizzle if you're nasty.
Man, what?
You know.
Oh my God. Okay, so boy, hey, so listen. How you doing though?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Doing good. So what's I'm trying to think. So where should we start? Like, so how long have you been an artist? Like, since
Honestly, I've been into rap since I was a kid, but like taking it serious wise, 2016, 2017. Okay. Because my son's dad, he's a rapper and he had all the equipment, so I got curious. I'm like, let me try it. Did my first song, and then I got like 4,000 plays on it on SoundCloud. So I was like, shit, I could really do this shit. So yeah, 2016, 2017.
Okay, so that was you I found on SoundCloud.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay, cause see, I be having to double check it. Cause sometimes some people back then went under a different name or. Nah, I'm like, okay, it sounds like her. I'm not sure, so I'm gonna ask. I want to make sure. Okay, so you started back then, and then obviously, like there was a break before you dropped, like obviously, like your main signal that you have now that started in 2021. Right. So what were you doing during that break? Like.
So dropped my first song 2017, I'll say that. 2017.
Yeah.
Got pregnant that same year. Had my baby 2018. And then I was just like, I'm just going to be a mom. Like, I got to work. I got to provide, you know. And then 2020, pandemic hit. I couldn't go to work for like 4 months. So I literally was a stay-at-home mom. That shit is for the birds. I admire the ones who can do it. Let me just say that. But I was just like, okay, it's time for me to self-reflect. What do I want out of life? And then I was listening to a lot. I mean, 2020 was a good year music-wise. So I was listening to a lot of music, and I'm like, fuck, I have a studio equipment downstairs in the garage. Like, what am I doing? I need to get in the studio. My baby daddy wasn't even making music. I'm like, one of us got to do something. So went down there one day, and then that's when I started writing, and I wrote Sax Fifth Flow, and then recorded it, and then my baby daddy came home from work. I'm like, you gotta listen to this. Like, what do you think? And then he was like, bro, this shit is hard. And then he kind of helped me tweak it a little bit to where it made sense for the time, because I'm a little old school. But he helped me with that. Dropped it. Well, honestly, before I dropped it, it was an app called Clubhouse. Yeah. And I would get into these rooms where like you could showcase your music and get feedback for it. So I just, before I even finished the second verse, honestly, I had put it on there for them to hear it, and I got so much good feedback. Then that's when we finished the song, and then I dropped it, shot a video, and I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. So.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds about right. Yeah. I wasn't in that room when you played it, but yeah, I was in some other rooms with you on Clubhouse.
Oh, okay.
Right then, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you remember me on Clubhouse. Okay.
Yeah. Like I pretty much follow as long as I see you know somebody that I know, like I'll go in the room, I'll listen to you for a second and see if you're reasonable, and then I'll follow you.
See, if you was on there when I was on Clubhouse, I'm going to go ahead and apologize ahead of time, because I was trolling on Clubhouse a lot of the time. So I don't know what rooms you was joining. You was probably in there when I was talking shit and da-da-da-da, but...
Oh, yeah, it was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. Like, I wasn't taking nothing serious. I had nothing better to do, because at that time, like, when I was joining rooms, like, I was deployed, so I wasn't even talking in the rooms. Like, I was just listening.
Oh, I was trolling on there a lot of times. Once I got comfortable on there and made friends on there, I was trolling. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So, Sax Fifth Flow, drop it in 2021. All right. how was that like you get it out there, like it's your first one, like really out there, like what was that like for you? Like what did you like learn, lessons you learned from it? What did you take back to go back to the drawing board and go, okay, this is what I want to do, this is how I want to define myself?
So I will say the biggest lesson is just that, like, my issue with just music period is like it's really hard to put yourself out there, like, and you have to understand some people gonna like you, some people's not. So I guess the lesson is like if you strongly believe in it, push that shit. Like don't worry about what other people gotta say or whatever. Like if you fuck with it, stand behind it, 100%. Because not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to see the vision. Like, I always like to say, I'm not meant to be in Arkansas. Because Arkansas is, like, small-minded. So, for me, I was in L.A., so I'm like, shit, if Arkansas niggas don't fuck with it, fine. These Cali niggas fuck with it. Everybody in different states, fuck with it. So, it's just like, I guess my biggest lesson is, who cares what people think? Like, what I'm saying? Like, if you like it, push it,
Yeah, and that's really a number one thing because nobody from your home place is gonna rep you that hard, like somebody else that don't know you, like for you. Like when they know you just as an artist, then they have a better connection to your music because they're in it for who you're presenting yourself as through your artistic expression.
Yeah, and I feel like when it comes to music, people are more critical and wanting to. Because, you have some rappers who rap that gangster shit and, like, people don't know them from, like, way back in the day and, oh, they weren't like that growing up. Well, you don't know where they're at now. Just because you knew somebody when they was in high school, you don't know where they're at now. People jump off the porch in different points in their life. So, you know what I'm saying? You can't just judge people's music based off how you knew them back then. I feel like with me, a lot of people, especially people I went to high school with, I was, like, quiet, reserved to myself. Like, I didn't really just show people that, oh, I like music. Like, because honestly, in high school, I didn't trust niggas. Like, I didn't trust bitches. Like, I felt like everybody was out to get me type shit. But, like, you'll listen to my music. I'll run into people from high school, and they're like, damn, bitch, I didn't even know that you can even spit like that. Of course not, because I wasn't trying to put that out there to you. You don't need to know that side of me. But now I'm just like, this is who I am. You like it, you don't, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But don't judge my music based off of how I was in high school, because y'all didn't really get to know the real me, for real. Y'all didn't know what I was really doing. So I think that's another, like, thing that I noticed when it comes to doing music. Like, people just, I don't know. And then you also got to remember, like, music is a form of art. So no matter what a nigga's saying in his songs, like, it's art. People, you watch movies, not that, all of that shit ain't real, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So, that's just one of them things I noticed.
Okay. So then you went on to 2022, and then you dropped "Being," and you did a video to that and all that. Like I seen that one on Instagram. That's the first time I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, okay, like you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it seemed fun. It seemed like y'all had a good time.
Yeah. So with that, that's actually a funny story, and I always like to tell the story. So, I was still in California. That song is as old. I wrote it in 2020, and that was during that time where I was still trying to, like, figure out who I am as an artist. I had just finished recording Sax Fifth Flow, and then so I was like, okay, now I gotta come with something new. So I recorded that song. I've never told anybody this, but I'm gonna tell you. So this is exclusive.
Okay.
I actually recorded that song on my phone with BandLab.
Really?
Yes, I was on my way, I was actually picking up my son's dad from his work, and he was taking a sweet ass time coming out. So I'm like, you know what? Let me fuck around with BandLab, because he was the one who told me about BandLab. He was like, this TikTok rapper, he don't even use Studio Crib. He just use it on his phone. So I'm like, let me check it out. So I'm in the parking lot waiting on him to come out, and I had wrote my verses. And so I'm recording in the car, and I'm like, oh, this low-key kind of sound hard. So I sent it to Lex. I sent it to two of our other friends just for feedback. I wasn't even expecting Lex to hop on it. I was just like, y'all, tell me what y'all think. Like, I'm still trying to find myself. Like, let me know what you think. Lex was like, this shit hard. Let me get on it. keep in mind, like, when I sent her the song, I had a whole other verse on it already. Like, the song was, like, done. So I had to take that verse off, sent it to her. Probably, like, a week later, she calling me. She on her way to the studio. This is when she was still signed with CTG. She was like, I want you to hear what I wrote. So she, like, played the beat and then, like, rapped it to me. And I was like, bitch, that's hard as fuck. She went in there, laid it down. Probably took, like, 30, 45 minutes for the engineer to, like, you know, finalize everything, like, mix it down and everything. Sent it to me. I was like, bitch, this is a hit. So we waited a whole year because we wanted to shoot a video to it. But I dropped it, and then I think we waited like 4 months before we even shot the video. And then I think he got it done in like 3 weeks, and then just dropped that video. And that shit did numbers. It's at right now, it's like 7,000 on YouTube.
Yeah, which is good. Like, for just people just organically just finding something, like, that's real good.
Yeah, well, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm responsible for like 2 or 3 of those.
Oh, thanks. Shout out to you. You made me some money.
Yeah, a little bit, something. Yeah, so you did that. You had fun with it. You know, it just seemed like an overall good vibe. And then you followed it up. You had other singles like Rich Bitch Anthem, Beef, Candy Flow. Like, which one was like your favorite? Like, as you would drop a single, which one would you say was your favorite going up to Baddie season?
Honestly, I'll say that Beef is my favorite. It's not even a part of Baddie season. It was just like a single. I feel like Beef is my favorite because, like, I don't know. Beef is where my money missing. Fuck you talking about. Like, I'm talking my shit. Like, that's how I feel. Like, bitches can say what they want. Bitches can act like they want to smoke with me, whatever. I'm not fucked up about you. You know what I'm saying? When you touching my money, when you affecting my bag, or when you're fucking, when it has something to do with my kid, that's when it's real beef for real. All that internet, all that, you know, extra weird shit, I don't address that. But when my money is touched, when you got my son fucked up, or when you fucking my man, that's the only time you gonna have beef out of me.
Hot damn.
You know? And not even just my man. You fucking with my baby daddy. Even though we not like that, it's just principle. I'm standing on that. You know?
That you standing on business.
Standing on business. All 2024.
Oh man. Okay. So obviously, wow. So so then that takes you in the Baddie season. So what made you want to put together a body of work in 2023 and give it to the people? So
I moved back here last year, left my baby daddy. You know, it was just one of those situations where, like, you know, that's my best friend, but we ain't work out. So I pretty much picked up my life in LA because I had like my own. I had created a whole new life out there. Dropped that, drove all 23 hours all the way here. Then I'm like, damn, like I was with this man for like 6 years. What am I? And I'm a single mother now. What the hell I'm finna do? Then I'm like, you know what? I'm finna get into this baddie mentality. Like, I'm that girl. I can't lose. I'm that bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just trying. Is the album really was supposed to be like a affirmation for me, a reminder. Like, you know, life goes on. You gonna be straight. You are the prize. Like, you're that girl. So I'm like, okay, well, let me make some songs to really boost my confidence, to make me get into that mindset of being a baddie. Because a lot of people think baddies is just these big booty girls that's just trying to fuck niggas for money. No. A baddie to me is like a boss, somebody that can get it on their own, that knows their worth, that exudes confidence. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, that album is very personal because I'm freshly single. I'm trying to see where the niggas at. You know what I'm saying? So that I feel like that album will forever be special to me because that was like during a time where it was my healing. It was my way to heal.
Okay.
So.
Okay. And what would you say was your favorite record off there?
That's hard. It's between two. It's between Pinky Flow and it's
I knew you was gonna pick that.
Yeah, either Pinky Flow or Blue Strip Freestyle. Only because I feel like I was really talking my shit on those. But also for Pinky Flow, of course, the sample in that song is from my favorite movie, which is Next Friday. Because I like all the Friday sagas, but that one's my favorite. And then as far as Blue Ship Freestyle, I just feel like when I made that song, I was still in my healing process, but I'm at my 9 to 5. I'm over here like, I don't want to be here. I'm ready to be a rich girl, So I'm on my break, and I'm just writing like, like, they call me Bizzle with the big bucks, shitting on bitches, Like, I really felt that in that moment. Like, it's time for me to freestyle and get me out the fucking trenches. Because this shit is ghetto as fuck. But, yeah.
Right.
But, yeah.
So you was hungry.
I'm ready to get the fuck out of here.
I feel that. Like, I still like, obviously, I like being, but then I like Stand Your Ground as well, though.
Really? Is it because Fat on there? Fatty?
No, it's not even that. It's not even that. Like, I just like, you know what I'm saying, like, the concept of it, the confidence of it, you know what I'm saying, of wanting to, like, just, you know, hold your own, you know what I'm saying. It seemed like that was your way of, like, closing out the album and, like, saying, like, this is me. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, what's funny about that song is, like, when I first moved back down here, that my first time being back in a studio setting, that was the song that I recorded. Because 1100 Fats, he was one of my good friends, and he told me just to pull up to the studio just to, you know, and I'm thinking, like, oh, I'm just going to pull up just to, you know, catch a vibe, but not even just record, like, just see what niggas are doing. Because I grew up with Fatty, like, you know, him and my baby daddy were friends, so, like, you know, I've always respected him as an artist, but, so I was just like, yeah, let me just pull up and see what niggas is doing or whatever, and so then 1100 Fast was just like, you want to record? So I'm thinking I'm finna record this nigga, but he was like, no, get on Fatty shit. So it was originally Fatty's song, but he was like, you can have it. So I was like, shit, I'll just put it on the album. But honestly, what's crazy though is that song, you could kind of hear it in my voice. I was not confident because, like, it was hella niggas in the studio. So I'm like, damn, I don't usually record like this. I usually record by myself, like punch myself in, mix it myself. So my voice was kind of shaky on there, but it turned out to be a really good song. Like, the bars was good. Like, you know, I just wish I would have did it better. Like, came harder.
Yeah. But I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's done. It's out there. You know what I'm saying?
But, yeah, I do fuck with the song. I mean, I got some bars on there, you know.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, you did. You did. So, okay. So now it's right now. So yesterday, after getting after the people won, you know what I'm saying. After people won, they
harassed my ass.
Yeah, they got their song. They got the Is You Serious? They got the Is You Serious, and Is You Serious got what the. I just looked at it. 501 Nipsey. I don't know.
That's my brother. Like, I don't play about him. If he called me up, hey, these bitches trying to jump on me, oh, I'm whooping ass. Like, that's my brother. But honestly, like, he's one of my favorite people to work with music-wise. So when that song came about, I hit him one day. Like, I heard the beat. I was like, bro, I'm trying to record. What you trying to do? Because I go to his house to record sometimes. I'm like, I'm trying to record. What you trying to do? He was like, fuck it, you know, pull up. So I pulled up. I was like, look, I already got a beat. Like, I got my verse written. Because what inspired my verse, a bitch had me fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. A friend, we fell out. I'm like, and then she was doing all that internet shit. So.
Sadness.
Yeah, she's probably gonna watch this interview and think I'm throwing shade. I'm not. It's all love. You know, I wish the best. But, yeah, when I saw the internet shit, I was like, you know what? I ain't beefing with no chicken heads talking on the internet. You know, it was just all fun and games, but it turned out to be a really good verse. So I was like, shit, I'll use this shit. So if you out here watching it, I love you, but from a distance. It ain't no beef. But yeah, so I went over there. We laid the verse, and he put his verse on there. We work so well together. Like, I can literally come with one energy and he match that energy, or he can come with, because I usually make him start the verses off, but I was like, no, I'm doing this one. But like, we just kind of, I feel like out of everybody, I feel like him and Crack on the Track, they're two people where like we have that music chemistry, and then my baby daddy, of course. We have that music chemistry to where it's like you get me and I get you, and we can kind of just feed off each other.
Right.
So when that song came about, I was like, oh yeah, this a hit. Then I did that little snippet where I was recording myself in the bathroom, just dancing to it. And I seen how well it did, and I was just like, oh, so this is my next hit. I'm like, okay, I got to push this one. So I hit him, and I was like, hey, bro, we got to shoot a visual to this or whatever. And he was like, babe, we can just come over. I was like, well, I need to use the green screen. We got to do all this and that. So I pulled up. We got everything set up, recorded it. I edited it in like a day. And then I'm like, shit, I'm gonna tease Instagram. I'm going to make them think I'm going to drop it today. And shit, I didn't expect niggas to harass me.
Yo, they got on your head quick.
I got threats. They thought they was threatening to report my page.
For spam.
Literally. I was like, no, I need to hurry up and drop this on New Year's. So
Yeah, they was hot. Even when you said you dropping it on New Year's, they wasn't satisfied. They like, nah, today.
Right. I'm like, damn, y'all fuck with me that much? Okay.
Yeah, I was still saying, even after you did that, like it was like you posted something else. We put 100 comments. I was like, bro, he already put the release date. Like,
yes. Oh, and then when I did the For the Culture event, I had people coming up to me, hey, you lied. You said you was gonna drop that shit. It's 100 comments. What's going on? I'm like, it's okay. I'm dropping it on New Year's. Just hold tight, relax,
Right.
So
I feel that. So I guess to get into like some other aspects of you, like, so what's something you want people to know about yourself? Like, what would you want them to know about yourself?
I'm really like, it's so cliche, but I'm really down to earth. Like, I'm really chill. I'm really cool. Like, I just feel like people see, me, I do music, I'm this, I'm that, or, I'm attractive, not to toot my own horn, but I'm like attractive and I'm well put together. And I feel like people think, oh, she's stuck up. She's this, she's that. And I'm like, no, like, I'm so chill. I'm so cool. Like, I'm willing to help people. Like, I feel like, a lot of the weird shit that I see is like, people see me being consistent and working really hard, and they think that I'm one of these other rappers that feel like that they're better than everybody, but I'm really not. Like, just reach out to me. Like, if you need help with content, if you need help with, just advice on how to do what I'm doing, because I'm still learning myself. So I don't mind, like, giving my sauce away or whatever. I'm not no competitive ass person. Like, I genuinely care about people and their successes. Like, I just feel like I look at which is weird about this whole Arkansas shit. Like, I look at our state like we could be the next Atlanta, we could be the next Detroit, we could be the next Atlanta, like, or not Atlanta, California. Like, we could have our own scene, but we all have to come together. But I feel like this state is such, competition. I've never had that mind state. I'm just the type of person, like, you ask me for help, I'm going to help you. Because, me helping you don't take away from what I'm doing.
Right.
So.
Right. And even in being competitive, there's an aspect to being competitive to where you could still fool with the other person. Like, it's like being teammates.
Exactly.
For instance, like, no, I got the number one spot on the roster, but you still my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure, like, on a team, like, the other people, they still fools with each other, but everybody know LeBron James is the dude on the Lakers. Like, nobody's asking that question.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But there's dudes that's like, nah, I'm nice. I can get better than him.
Right.
But you just have to prove yourself.
You know what
I'm saying? And some days he's not the top scorer.
Right. And I just feel like, it's too much talent here. I feel like there's room for all of us at the top. It shouldn't be like, oh, one person gets on, and that's it. Like, no, we could put the state on or whatever. It's kind of like when people make that argument on these little blogs, like, oh, such and such was the first to sign this, and that's not even the case. We have a lot of talent that's been signed, like, you know what I'm saying, years and years and years ago, but they just don't know about them. And I just feel like it's that crab in a bucket mentality. Like, a lot of people, like, there's a couple artists that I admire and look up to that's from here, and they've been doing their thing, but anytime their name gets brought up, it's just like, oh, I don't know them. Okay, well, that's your fault because you're not trying to, get to know each artist or whatever because they're not your homeboys or whatever. So it's just that, like, that crab in the bucket mentality. Like, if they see one person getting on and they have no tie to them or whatever, they not fucked up about them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, me personally, I try to support everybody. I feel like I have a late start in tapping in with everybody because I was gone for so long. But since I've been back, I just feel like I've made it my mission to try to get to know a lot of these different artists. Not even just artists, like people with podcasts or people who produce or people, just every little talent that people have around here, because we have the potential to be very big as a state.
Right.
So
We do. And I think a lot of that is just letting that personal stuff go. Like, this is business to me.
Exactly.
Like, this is business to me. I'm looking at dollars, so I'm just like, I'll work with whoever. I really don't care.
Yeah.
As long as you're not gonna take away from like what I'm doing as a brand. Like, some people, they just don't fit what I'm doing as a brand. Like, it's not that I don't fool with you. It's not like your music's not fine. It's just branding wise, I'm just like, I'm not going that direction. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could probably link you with somebody else that could probably help you out. You know what I'm saying? I could support what y'all got going on over there, but I can't do that.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. Cause one thing about me too, if it don't make sense for me, I ain't gonna do it. I'll support you, but if it don't make sense, I ain't gonna do it.
Right.
So.
Right. Even if that person got like the biggest success in the world off of whatever they did, you're not gonna hear a complaint out of me. I'm gonna be like, hey, you did great.
Right. I just feel like when it comes to supporting people, it ain't gonna hurt you. It literally costs $0 to be supportive of people who are, who come from where you come from, who are just out here trying to hustle just like you are. It don't, and then just being kind. Like, I just feel like when people put themselves out here, especially around here, like, people are always quick to like make fun of them or try to clown them, troll them online. It's just like, wow, what's the point? Are you really hating because you don't have the confidence to put yourself out there like that? Like, I don't like shit like that. I be seeing that way too often. Like, it was like, how they be making them little lists or whatever, for rappers and stuff like that. And like, I like to congratulate the people that's on there, but you'll have people in the comments talking about oh, what about this person? What about that person? And it's just like, why not just congratulate the people, who's getting their recognition?
Yeah, exactly. Like, they did a podcast list. I wasn't on there. I was like, cool. I'm okay with that.
Right. It's really not that deep.
Yeah,
like,
it's really not that deep.
You'll make the next one,
It's really not that deep. And I mean, and plus, it's Arkansas picking its own thing. I know my core demographic. When I go look at my metrics, it's not Arkansas. So I'm okay with the fact that I'm not on Arkansas's list.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if it was a different area and I'm just like, I would have been like, yo, hey, y'all is fucking with me heavy. Like, I'd be a bit like Virginia. Like, Virginia is one of my number one markets. Like, I would be upset if I didn't make Virginia. Because then I was like, okay, well, maybe I need to do more. Like, let me go tap in and see what them people in Virginia is doing that I'm not doing, because it's saying I'm like big over there.
What's crazy is I'm big in St. Louis, and I'm like, who the fuck in St. Louis is bumping me? Because I don't know niggas from St. Louis. I appreciate you, though, making me my coins.
No, but that goes back to what I said in the beginning. Like, it's never about the people that's around you. The people that are around you, they're always last.
That's true.
They're always last.
Like, and that hits home for me, too, because, like, even my mama, shout out to my mama. If you're watching this, I'm so sorry, but I have to use you as an example. When I first started doing rap, I'm sure she was just like, oh, you just doing it because Miles is doing it, which is my baby daddy. You just doing it because he doing it. But even my family didn't even know my passion for music, because it was just something that I've always just been vulnerable about, and just something that I kept, like, internally. So I think when I first started out, my mom didn't really just see it. Like, even sometimes I think she still sees it as just a hobby. But, like, I think now she's probably kind of understanding, like, oh, my daughter can really do this shit. Because, like, at this point, she's been to 2 shows. She sees people talking about me online. She'll play my music around her little group of friends, and they fucking with it. So now she's starting to see, like, oh, okay. But, like, at first, I just honestly think it was hard for her to believe that I would be able to do it, which is crazy because my dad did music. He was a producer and a rapper. He came up with like the Dirty South music, like Uncle Luke and all of them. He's from Florida. So it's like, girl, like this music shit can really go far. But my dad didn't go far with it. He just, back then it was a different time. The 90s, they ain't have social media, so it was a different time. But so she probably was thinking about it in that light too. But like, now that she's seeing that I'm doing shows, damn me every weekend at this point, and getting all this attention for it, I think now she's starting to catch on.
Yeah, so. yeah. And you always go through that phase of like having to like prove yourself, you know what I'm saying, and prove your worth. And you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't change anything. Like whether the people outside see it, you always know your worth yourself.
That's true. I will say the one person who real deal believed in me at first is my son's dad, which is like crazy because like he's just one of those people like, oh yeah, that's cool. But like honestly, if it wasn't for him, I would not have like had the confidence to just do it, because he told me one day, he was like, hey, if you like music, you passionate about it, because you got a good ear for music, you know what's hot and what's not. If you passionate about it, you don't have to do it. But I'm not finna like hold your hand the whole way. You're gonna have to learn how to do it on your own. So that's what challenged me to really just do it. And I tell them all the time, like, bro, if it wasn't for you, I would not be where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate him for that, for sure.
For sure. All right, so what's a message that you want to lead the people with? You know what I'm saying? What's a message you want to lead your fans with?
Fans is crazy. I don't even like to call them fans. I like to say supporters. I know that's corny, but let's see. A message.
Your people.
My people. Yeah, I like that. My people.
Your people.
Just keep going. Because, listen, I feel like quitting every other day. Because, like, I hate being stagnant. I feel like if I'm not famous by now, or I'm not making millions of dollars off of this, like, I be wanting to quit. But keep going, because I've been feeling this way since the start, and I'm a lot further than where I am now, or where I was then, or whatever. So I'll just say keep going, because, I mean, what else are you going to do? If you quit, shit, what you getting out of that? You just wasted your time. But if you keep going, you keep seeing the fruits of your labor. So
facts.
Yeah, I say just keep going, and don't give a fuck what nobody got to say, because people who are talking about you, they really jealous and they want to be in your spot. It took me a while to realize that, because you know your parents grow up, and when you grow up, they tell you, oh, they just hating on you because they jealous, and you ain't trying to hear that. But no, that's really what it is. They mad because they can't do what you're doing as confidently, or like as, you know, as creative as you're doing it. Like, there's real deal haters out here, so just keep going. Like, prove them wrong.
Facts. Prove them wrong and prove it to yourself that you're more than capable. This has been another episode of the Homeroom with Smooth podcast. Thank you all so much for watching. We're up out of here.